Hi, welcome to Fireinthedust Productions. I am your host, Elias Scorsone, and I'm going to be talking to you about my material and other things that are wonderful in this universe. So I'll start off today by thanking you all for coming out and telling you a little bit about this channel. I'm going to be talking about all the great role-playing games that are out there right now, as well as books, movies, other creative products, projects, designers, creators, illustrators, artists, as well as things that I've come across within the last week or within the last few days that has struck my fancy in some way. So today what I'm going to be talking to you about, to start it all off, I'm going to go first. I've got my own products that I've been working on. Fireinthedust Productions is my publishing company. It's my baby, and I've been working on role-playing game adventures in general for a while. So what I've got right now is I've got one book that is finally up on drivethrurpg.com. It's in PDF format as well as print on demand. Now, if you go there, you can follow the link down below there in the section right above comments. So you can follow the link, go to the store, you can get the PDF, you can get print on demand, or the best deal of all is print on demand plus PDF. It's the same price as getting the print on demand. I just figured if you've got it in print, you might as well have it up on your computer. I don't mind, enjoy it. So go to the link and check it out. The first adventure of hopefully many to come is entitled Wrath of the Frost Queen. It's my first ever book that I have completed. Many that I've started, but first I've completed. And it's for the Dungeon Crawl Classic role-playing game. And this is an adventure for 5th level characters, which means that you and your friends have probably been playing for a little while and you're looking for what to do next. I just wanted something that would give me the freedom to focus on the module and on the adventure. Most of what I did with this was do the descriptions of locations that you and your friends adventure in, and then what happens there. I didn't worry too much about the specifics of the rules, and thankfully with Dungeon Crawl Classics, this system is designed for just that. All the adventures that I've come across for it, once you've got the character sheet, you really only have to think about what comes next, what you do, the direct interactions, and then you can roll some dice, maybe roll on some random tables, things like that. But I've found in my experience playing it that it tends to be relatively rules light and very fast playing, which as a writer, as a designer, allowed me to focus on the game. The community has been absolutely fantastic in supporting me, and that's why I chose to go to all the trouble of asking Joseph Goodman himself for the license, and he was more than kind enough, more than happy enough to let me try this out. Very, very supportive, as well as other members of the community, especially Daniel Bishop, who took me under his wing and gave me some very, very wonderful advice about how to get my stuff out there, how to get it to communicate what I was hoping to write. And he looked over the story. He was very, very kind, very, very helpful, and it just impressed my socks right off with just how wonderful the experience of working with the community in general was, and that's what's wonderful about the Dungeon Crawl Classic community. That it was really great and supportive. Everybody's trying to get their material out there, and they know that because it's a game that you play with other people, you help other people in the community. Everybody gets each other's stuff, so it's been really fantastic working with them. So with this, I had this adventure on the plate, drawing board burner for a little while, and I thought it would be really fun to write it up, and it worked really well with Dungeon Crawl Classics. And the story for it is that you and your friends are called to a region around Iron Delve, which is to say it's a frontier town in a frozen northern-ish area or Arctic area where there's a lot of mining, a lot of lumber, and industry like that, but not really a lot of settlements. recently winter has come in, and the miners and the lumberjacks, who are just, simple folk trying to eke out a living in this crazy world, they've been encountering strange wolves like this, as well as, or wolf-like creatures, as well as stories of this ice maiden who comes to people in their dreams. And, it's inspired by a lot of things that mean a lot to me. And I really like that about the creative process for this. So I had a lot of fun doing it. I did all the illustrations as well, and it turns out that I can draw, which is really, really nice. I had as much fun decorating the module as I did writing it, so that was really great. So I want to thank Daniel Bishop and Joseph Goodman and everybody who's in the community that I worked with on this for being so supportive, and all the people who've bought it so far and helping support my my dream of being a publisher for just a little while longer. I really have had a really great time. I also want to thank Laura and Dan, who were wonderful, wonderful friends of my wife and I. And Laura took us up to her cottage during the snowpocalypse, which was when I was writing up the descriptions for this. So there I am listening to soundtracks for horror films and mystery and things like that, while looking out the window at a literal snowpocalypse that was going on. And it was so intense that I actually had to stop writing more than a few times while we were up there and come out and hang out with my family. No, just kidding. I did that anyway. But, it was really great. It was a very intense writing experience, so I hope that shows through with your play style. So I had a lot of fun writing it, and the link is down below, and you can go check it out. Now, another thing I wanted to bring up, so I wanted to thank everybody who was involved in that and who supported me in that. Another thing I've noticed while setting up this video is just how bare my wall here is. This is my studio. This is where I do a lot of the creative stuff, all the layouts, some of the illustrations, and all the production stuff I do right here. But as you can see, it's white. If I wasn't wearing this shirt, it'd be a horror film. But other than that, it would also blend right into the wall. So if you can think of things that I can have in the background, maybe you've got some posters for projects you're working on, or working with. If I do a review here, send me some of your material. I could review it in one of my future videos. I'd really love to support other members of the community as well. So let's see what goes up on this wall from video to video. Who knows? Otherwise, I'm going to have to think of something and get some art up there, and I'll see what I can do to make it more visually interesting. For now, I would like to thank you all for watching to the end of this video, and good gaming. If you've got any suggestions down below, that reminds me, first video, but also the first contest. The best posts down below, please leave your comments. In the video, I want to have you leave a good comment about things that you would like me to review here, books or projects or movies or whatever. Bring it here. I'll review it on the show, and I'll link all these things like that. And if you've got a request and we end up doing it, you could be entered to win a game session with me. I will run it if you're in the Greater Toronto area. I will meet you and your friends, and I will run one of my many games for you, either at some place, including maybe a store in the local Greater Toronto area, and if not, then we'll figure something out. Maybe we can meet at a convention, but it would be really great to meet people in the Toronto community as well and talk about what I'm doing and run you through some of my new projects, stuff that's coming up. We'll be publishing a few more books within the year, hopefully, and I'll be able to show off more than that, but I don't want to delay between my books in these videos, so if you have some suggestions for stuff that I could add, or requests for other things, or even spiteful comments about how horrible my mustache is, I'm good for all of it. So please give me a shout below, and if you do, you could win a game with this guy, and I'll try to make it the best one that I possibly can. Okay, and have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. A bunch of interesting links down below to products, website pages, blogs of people who I've mentioned, as well as other projects that they're working on. I want to thank them very much for supporting me, so I'm going to support them with a quick link there, and you can check them out, and I know you'll be as entertained and as happy with their material, hopefully, as me. And so that'll be good. All right, have a great day and keep on rolling. Bye.